In today's video, I want to share with you basically a case study for leaflet distribution. Okay, so printing leaflets versus Google display advertising. Now, just for full disclaimer, I used to run and manage a leaflet distribution company, so I've got quite a bit of an in-depth knowledge of the the sales marketing and the tracking and the reliability and all that sort of stuff. So we managed quite a healthy team back in the day. Came off it, fell into more into the Google Ads, transferred all our clients into Google Ads, and I want to share with you now because obviously we got tapped up sort of before Christmas about running a leaflet campaign, and obviously we added our valuable experience to the result. But I want to share with you some interesting results yet. So let's go into it, shall we? So this is leaflet distribution or leaflet print design, distribution, manage, track, all that sort of thing, versus a Google ad display campaign. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you some of the stats. So we basically went out and got some quotes, and this is a quote that I got off a company called Print Monster, which is a local printer to us, and basically to have 10,000 leaflets printed, or should we say postcards printed, so front and back. Okay, we've got 10,000. Whenever you're doing leaflet distribution, you want to make sure that the stock, the thickness of the paper, is thick enough to go through the bristles when whoever delivers it goes through, and you haven't got to put your fingers through the actual trap or the dog's teeth, or and that sort of stuff. So you want to make sure that the leaflets are thick. So we always go for at least 350 or 400 gram. This quote here is 400 gram on silk. Obviously, we supplied the artwork. I've got the cost for that as well. So basically, to get 10,000 postcards on a 400 gram front and back, double sided, 305 quid. This is a little Excel spreadsheet that I've knocked together for you just to show you. So we paid 250 quid on to basically get someone to design the leaflet front and back. Okay, with a very direct response message. Okay. We drove them through to the basically any of the website visits that come through this postcard. We put a QR code or basically these dynamic URLs. We put a website address on there that went straight through to their online house valuation. Okay, that's what we did from the marketing point of view. So we spent 250 quid on that. We obviously 305 quid on printing, and then we had to get them distributed. The most reliable way now is, there's obviously everyone's been burnt, but distribution is massive. Typically, you don't realise how long it takes to actually do leaflets if you've never done them before, and for those who have, typically takes about 7 to 8 hours to deliver 1,000 leaflets, depending on drives and distance between houses and that sort of thing. But a typical terraced, row, an area of terraced houses, semis, you're probably looking at around about 1,000 a day. So that's 1,000 a day, and you've got to make that work financially. You've got to pay minimum wage, which is what now, 8 quid, 9 quid an hour, 9 quid an hour. So obviously you've got to be able to track it as well and do all the reporting on it and stuff like that. So it basically was costing us 1,225 quid, okay, to run a leaflet distribution campaign to 10,000 homes. Okay. In this video, I want to share with you the results because at the same time, we also ran a Google ad campaign, and this is part of their display campaign. So I've zoomed right in here just to show you 1st to the 31st of January 2023. So last month, driving people to the same click, okay, to the same experience online. But these are these pop-up ads that you see all over the internet, whether you're on Rightmove, Zoopla. You see these little banner ads. I can't show you the ad right now because obviously that's what people want to see. What you don't see is the funnel, i.e. the steps that we take after. What's the remarketing step after? You're only looking at the sort of tip of the iceberg here. But I want to share with you the result that we had. So we basically ran a display campaign, £5 a day budget, okay. So versus the 1,225 quid that we spent on the leaflet distribution, okay, or leaflet campaign. we got basically 53,000 impressions. Okay, so that's 53,000 impressions. It's not individual people. These are impressions. These are when people are scrolling and rolling across websites and that sort of thing. We are targeting people who are homeowners in an area. Okay, and it's the same patch basically, but obviously impressions isn't a door. Okay, so obviously there's a bit of a skew on figures there. We spent 42 quid. Okay, and we got 4 leads out of it, basically. Okay, so we got 4 online valuation request details. Now on the postcard, still waiting for the stats to come in because it's aggregated through third parties and stuff like that. So I'll let you know. But at least we've had no phone calls. But looking at their analytics, we've had about 16 visits to the website from that postcard. Again, using the QR code, using the source data. So 16 people to the website versus £346, 346 here. All right, we've only had 4 leads. The 343 people that didn't click are now in the remarketing, as well as the other 16 that came through the postcard. But what I'm saying is, 42 quid versus 1,225 quid. Okay. Different model, obviously marketing, but this is a bit more. These are actually targeting people as opposed to empty houses, tenanted houses, anything that's got a brick and a door, basically, versus same area but isolating homeowners versus tenants and so on and so forth. So yeah, I just thought that might give you a bit of edutainment for today, if you consider this edutainment. I don't know, but it's a bit of information. It's a nice to know that the leaflets you can put out there. You can spend a lot of money on them, but you can do digital now and spend a fraction of the cost and probably get more results out of it. But either way will remarket. You've got to do the remarketing step, which which I haven't shown you here because obviously that's ongoing at the moment. This was just a one-off month in January, but I thought I'd share with you. So if you enjoyed this sort of thing, if you're watching it on my YouTube channel, then please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and each time we come, hopefully live to you with educational content about digital now, but also, I've still got a keen interest in print. Still love it, come from that background. So, any questions or anything like that is always worth asking. Drop a comment in below if you enjoyed this, and I'll look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care. All the best.